hey, have you ever taken the chance, have you ever taken the opportunity to think about, how some pro-choice activists can be bigots themselves? One of the things that they do is they accuse us Christians, those of us who are sponsors of pro-life, they accuse us of being bigots who are sexist, anti-woman, you know. Have you ever taken the chance to think about, how selfish and inconsiderate that some pro-choice people are? I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them are. Let me give you some of my experiences. Mainly when I protest against pro-choice, when I protest against abortion, I normally do it here on YouTube. And on one of my YouTube channels, there was a YouTuber, I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, I can't remember the name of the person, I can't remember the YouTube username, but basically, this person commented on my Vance Dykes channel in the discussion board saying that they thought it would have been funny if I would have been aborted. Think about that for a minute. And another thing, most of the time when I watch some of these videos on YouTube, like a video about this comedian, what's his name, George Carlin, who is, some people say that he was a comedian ahead of his time, a genius, even a comedy god. One of the things that he would say in his comedy routines, he would accuse pro-life individuals of being anti-woman, and I would write in the comments section my outrage against such a claim, because us pro-life people, we're not against women and their choices. We are against the choice of, ending the life of a human being being brought into this world. That's what we're protesting against. We are protesting for life. We're not protesting against people making their own choices in life, making them slaves to, superior male figures, whatever. And a lot of YouTubers would lash out at me in the comments section, and some of the things that they would say that what they want to do is they want to hurt my feelings, they want to break my heart, they want to see me cry and break down with their insults. I'm sure that all of those comments are still in those comment sections in the videos to this day. Some videos with the title of George Carlin, pro-life is anti-woman, that's probably an example. That is, unless if they took it down for whatever, if they took those comments down for whatever reason. But basically, when you think about those comments, when you think about what these pro-choice people have said against me, saying how it would have been funny if I would have been aborted, or, putting down my Christian beliefs, saying things like, I don't care what your sky daddy has to say, It's one thing if you don't believe in God, but to put other people down for their beliefs, that is inhumane, that is selfish, that is hateful. These liberals, these pro-choice people, they say that they're all about, helping people, that they're all about making sure that women have a voice and all that other stuff. They say that they're for human rights, but in reality, they are even more of bigots than any of us Christians could possibly be. Us Christians who protest against abortion because we believe in the sanctity of life, and we're attacked for that, and we're called bigots. I want to ask you a question. Who do you think is the bigger bigot? A Christian who says that a woman should not get an abortion because they believe in the sanctity of life? Or the pro-choice individual, whether or not they're religious, lashing out at this person who believes in the sanctity of life, calling him a bigot, calling him a sexist, calling him a male chauvinistic pig? And especially if the issue has nothing to do with women's liberation, if it has nothing to do with equality toward the sexes. This person saying hateful things to this person who doesn't say anything hateful, preaches and protests in the most humane, distinguished manner possible, almost like a Harvard professor. And this individual, who is loud and obnoxious, possibly using profanity, using inappropriate words, probably worse than profanity, calling this person almost every single name in the book. Come on, think about that. Who do you think is more of a bigot? I personally think it's this person this pro-choice individual who lashes out at this Christian because he protests against abortion, you know, preaching what he believes is the importance of the sanctity of life by not committing abortion. You know what I'm talking about? It's just ridiculous. When you really think about these things, I think you start to realize that these pro-choice people who say things like, I don't care what your sky daddy has to say, you know, I think it would have been funny if you would have been aborted, or, you know, I'm only responding to you and I'm saying these things because I want your feelings hurt. I want you to break down in tears. I want to hurt your feelings. Who do you think sounds more like a bigot? The Christian who is pro-life, or this liberal individual, whether or not he or she is religious, and they say such mean-spirited things? I think when you start to really think about all this stuff, I think you start to realize how, not all, but how some pro-choice individuals are selfish, inconsiderate, and 1,000 times more guilty of bigotry than they accuse any Christian in this day and age. Think about what I have to say. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and God bless, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And no, I will not keep it in church.